It's funny, my memory of these missions are way more chaotic because I played them not on story mode like the last time I played them.
Well, this sucks.
Like I don't even remember how long ago I last did stuff on story
Hey there,
mode.
Agent. If you hadn't have shown up when you did, I'll head back as soon as the escort team arrives.
With the equipment Maya recovered,
Yeah.
we can restore the Shade network across the entire country. And I'll send a team to assist Maya and retrieve the fallen for a proper burial.
I never did.
I'm so bored. How much longer till shift change?
Leave it a mission. Joink. Well, the Pepsid helped a little bit, so that's good. I wonder if it caused like some acid stuff. I don't have issues with acid reflux, but I take the Pepsi because it's a mast cell stabilizer. Ooh. What's there? I'm gonna eat some of my pie. There's the sound went away again. What are you doing, Amos? I wonder if the load times are shorter on a PS5.
I've been told we're just about ready to reactivate the Shade network. I'm sure you'd like to be here to see the whole thing through. Go on in. They'll be waiting for you in the control room.
Don't tell me what to... God. Like, I wouldn't know to go in.
Really improved our communications, security, and medical infrastructure. The Situation Room has a surveillance team, additional radio coordinators, and a staging area for patrols.
The wire run above the chandelier. Cool. Wait, why have I got the bird? I didn't. That's not what I picked. Why did it change? Like the robot. Five, 57. Man, the buttons on the left pad of my controller like misbehaving. They're, like sticky in a weird way. So 6.8. Smash. What are you? Okay. It says there's something new there, but I see nothing.
Should really find a way to clean out all these tools. Don't want them to get rusty.
Sorry I'm out of supplies, but you're welcome to use the crafting station.
Hmm. Interesting. I don't think I purchased that on my other account.
I'll see you another time.
Yeah.
Good to see.
This dude. Okay. So, outgoing heal. I don't do outgoing healing. Not rifle damage or killing enemies under status effects adds 3 to your group's ammo bar.
I've got the biggest. I've got that. What? Mm. Bum, 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 bum. Finish this since try to finish not it's kind of late for eating.
Hey, kitty. Yeah. Yeah. Were you just sleeping or something? Because you look kind of sleepy. I still want to know what you did with my pen because I haven't been able to find it. Mm-hmm. Control point or side mission? Guess we'll do the control point first.
Friendly control point nearby.
There may be a friendly control point nearby, but I'm going to the unfriendly one. Ooh. I feel like when I'm looking around, I'll see stuff and then be like, wait, did I, like I double take a lot, and then, which is fine for me because that's how my brain works, but I feel like it's gonna be annoying to watch it. What's going on? There's the bounty guy. Alright. A stupid Twitch app like randomly throws me in other people's. Hey, you fell asleep. That's good though. You probably needed to sleep. I wish I could just fall asleep. It's not it is not on my list of things that I just do. I have to decide to fall asleep, and it's a whole thing.
My buddy set up shop. Want to know where?
I'm not gonna do bounties right now. I want to focus on what I'm focused on. Yeah. They're like, there's a friendly control point. No, let's go to the unfriendly one. Oh wait, this is down over here. Let's go irritate the grumps. Yeah, like if you want to go to sleep, then your body's like, nah, bro, we ain't sleeping. And then when you aren't planning for it. I remember one of the first times I fell asleep in a like totally unexpected situation where I didn't see it coming. It was, I think it was like sunrise number 3. I hadn't slept, so I'd just been out doing stuff, playing games with my friends and stuff, and was just like, let's see how long I can stay up. And then I like fell asleep, and it was like, because my friends kept waiting. They were like, because they fell asleep like way before I did. They're like, when are you gonna go to sleep? And then I finally passed out, but it was like I don't know, I think I slept about 20 minutes and then I was like wide awake for the rest of the day again. And they were just like, what the junk? But my body is real weird with sleep. Let go of the wall. Let go of the wall. Okay. We're having a disagreement here about.
Detected.
When your cover's not very covering. This is not. I probably should have circled around, gone to a different area. Yeah, no, it never happened for me either. My mom would get so frustrated with me, and I would just lay there and like do nothing, but she wouldn't let me read a book or anything either. I remember I used to do track days, and I'd be too excited to like sleep before them. Oh, I can go back here, huh? Uh-oh. But then like after spending like 2 days. Oh, fire! I don't like it. Right in the back. I wonder if I can get him all the way over there. I don't know what the range is. Looks like it. But yeah, like I do the track days and then sleep really good that one night after. And that was it. It was like, and then I'd be like, man. Ooh, I can do this. I can't do this because he's like right in the.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Yeah. Let's go up there. Oh yeah. Oh, oh my God, that would have been bad. It's bad enough that my mom would like hear me moving around in the bed and come in and yell at me. Like, she'd be like, "What are you making all that noise in there? You're supposed to be sleeping." Because the bed like creaked, so every time I rolled over anything. I can't imagine like sharing a
Hostile detected.
bed with her and have her like.
Hostiles guarding location nearby.
I missed. He's bleeding. That's so Alright. Yeah. This cover kind of sucks. I don't like it up here. Yeah.
Room access.
My mom gave up in the napping thing because it never worked. And it didn't like, even like in like, was it like preschool or whatever, when they'd have nap time, they were just, we'll just lay here and be quiet. Because I was like, I can't sleep, you know? So like when my son was at that age, he never napped either. But he slept pretty well for when he was a baby, and then, but he never napped. So I just, I asked the school to let him color or read or do something else. You know, it's not like they need to advertise to the other kids because they're gonna fall asleep.
Hostiles.
So I was like, I literally don't want him to have to lay there for an hour and basically feel sort of shamed for not conforming. It was like this weird torture, you know?
We're running low on some supplies.
I take naps now, but it's because something's wrong. It's not like, it's not normal for
Thank you
me.
so much. Won't need to worry about supplies.
I also just think like, I don't know if it like how it is for you, but for me,
Friendly supply convoy.
when I figured out what my natural sleep cycle was in terms of like when I should actually go to bed, um, I started getting better sleep. I didn't sleep a lot. It's like I never needed as much sleep as everybody else. But I slept better if I went to bed like when I was sleepy versus when I was supposed to sleep, you know. And I did have the advantage of working in the tech industry. So we went, you know, we were allowed to start later, and there was a lot more flexibility in the sense of like you just do your you just do your job, and they don't really care if, you know, when you come in. So I could come into work at like 11 or so, and it was not a problem, and then that way I could get a couple hours of sleep. Yeah, exactly. Napping is a tool. It's when the body needs it. Like after I had surgery, I napped every day for almost a year exactly. It was crazy. Hmm. It must have been somewhere it looked like this, because this looks a lot like somewhere else. I like all the mushrooms like growing all over the place. It's like one of the only games that I've played that actually kind of acknowledges the fact that you would literally have like mold and stuff growing on everything. Fungi. Let's see. Look over there.
Henry's
Okay.
received confirmation of an impending outcast attack on the historic district community. Go there and assure their safety.
Oh yeah. I wanted to know it was on the other side of that wall. Guess I'll find out later. What? Don't think I have the neck thing at the right angle. Creepy.
Not scared.
It's like they were waiting for me to pop out of ground. There you are. No.
Got you now.
Probably shouldn't shoot my friends.
I hit that one.
Hostiles guarding location nearby.
I'm reloading.
Where are they? I see crows.
Oh, they're going to bed.
I see somebody up here. It's like, well, I wanted to come up here to do the thing, but I guess the thing is happening somewhere else.
Reloading. They're coming down the side.
Go. Yeah, there are actually some research papers on it, but they're relatively new for the most part, and it doesn't really translate when you're working with sleep specialist or whatever.
Detected. Nearby location guarded by hostiles. Detecting additional hostile contacts.
They're always trying to find a way to get you to, you know, conform to that. I mean, Stanford's kind of like if you can't sleep a lot, then basically respect your body's need for naps if you need them or whatever. They're a little more flexible, but there's not much help or information about alternative like sleep cycles or anything. So it's not, you know, it's not particularly that useful for the patient. And it doesn't have any real influence on society, you know, and the sort of pressure to conform in a certain way. But some of the papers have been interesting, like looking at indigenous groups and their sleep cycles where they don't have, you know, like the same kind of schedules, partially because like they don't have all the light, like artificial light and stuff, and they found that people don't sleep when they expected them to, because we sort of have this idea that people sleep when it's dark. And what they found is over a 24-hour period of time that there's chunks of time in which the majority will be asleep, but there's always somebody that's awake and there's always somebody that's asleep, and not like in a pre-planned kind of way. It's like just their natural sort of rhythm. And so there's, you know, it showed them that they're potentially sort of this natural variation between people for these sleep cycles, that may have a purpose. I mean, it could have been like an evolution thing that we basically just always have somebody awake, right? But you know, we don't have proof of that. But it definitely showed, like, because this has happened like every time there's been studies on more indigenous communities, they've seen the same sort of thing, that there's just sort of these natural cycles, and that there isn't like one dominant rhythm, you know? Yeah, and here it's like, oh, you've got something wrong with you.
Outcasts have breached the historic district. It's chaos in there.
But it's the same thing as being like neurodivergent, right? Anything that makes us different is basically an inconvenience to society. So therefore there's something wrong with us. It's silly to me, because if we accommodated the people that are different, who are different for a good reason, that's how they're wired, like the world would just be easier on everybody. He's like my friend. Come on, sir. Investigate the disturbance.
Object of interest detected.
Move, chair. Gosh. Mm. Yeah, me too. It's actually pretty funny to me because my mom is so like she got diagnosed with diabetes a couple years ago, and she's like not eating the way she should because
Detected.
I don't like the
Please do not risk your
vegetables. And I'm like, really? Should we just put it on a plate every morning for you until you either don't eat it or it goes bad or whatever? Because, like, it's so like, she said that, I just like eyebrow up and just looked at her like, okay, mom. I took some amount of pleasure in info dumping at her and being like, do you know that the reason why kids don't generally like vegetables is because their taste buds are more sensitive? So they're more likely to feel like to taste the bitter in vegetables, and so then they think like it's not safe. And they outgrow it because we lose some of our sensitivity as we get older. That's part of the reason why vegetables start to taste better. So some of the pickiness that's inherent in pretty much all kids, not even the kids with sensory stuff, is sort of like an evolutionary warning system. And all you have to do is cook the food in a way that caters to that, and they're more likely to like them. There's something here, and I want it, but I guess I'm gonna have to come back for it. Hmm. Yeah. I mean, does she just like boss people around when she wants stuff? Or I mean, because like my mom definitely is not great at asking for what she wants. Like a lot of times she would just get mad instead. But she didn't realize she was inflicting on me too.
Okay. They're here to help.
Oh my God. Oh yeah, overcooked. Over. Oh, the worst. I remember when I was in like preschool, I oh, I bet I can get it in here. Um, they gave us Brussels sprouts and they were like overcooked. And I didn't know, like I had learned that you're not allowed to not eat the things they give you. So, you know, I was like 3 or something and I just stuffed them in my cheeks. And then like they were in my cheeks and I just did not know what to do with them once they were in my cheeks because like, you know, and I didn't want to get caught. So it was like this, they stayed and I just kept them in my cheek for like, I don't know, it was until we went outside to play. Um, And then I found a garbage can and spit them in. But it was like, I can't go in there. Um, not, it was yuck. I remember that. But overcooked, yeah, I remember like if my mom did asparagus, it was always overcooked. It was, I love asparagus now, but I used to hate it because it was nasty.
In 1 second.
You can get them. Yeah, well, that's good that she's gotten a bit better. It's nice when parents act like people and not just parents and, you know, make an effort. I don't know about my mom at all. We don't talk much, and we don't talk about that kind of stuff. She like asks me for advice sometimes on communication stuff, like when she's having issues at work or whatever, but she doesn't mention much. Like she told me she quit smoking, which is great. I mostly hear stuff via her wife.
Get over there, Agent.
Yeah. Yep, same. Yeah, I got the same thing. Pretty much any of my reactions or feelings or something, I was doing it basically to inconvenience her in some way. It wasn't that that's actually like, because it was a real reaction, as if like I had the level of control over my feelings like she did as an adult, you know? Like I used to throw up in my sleep when they made me eat stuff that I didn't like. And I got in so much trouble for that. Like I did it on purpose or something. But pretty much every time they made me eat stuff I didn't want to eat, that's what happened. And I believed that I had like a food sensitivity or something. And I knew that something was off, I just didn't know. Like, you know, I didn't have the language or whatever. So it was just, and then then I was like terrified to throw up and had like this whole like unhealthy way of dealing with it that I had no idea. And then when I was like in my 20s, somebody was like, you know, you don't have to do that. And I was like, oh, you're what? Like, I can be more comfortable while I'm sick? What? Like, never freaking dawned on me. They're like, you can just keep a garbage can right here, and you don't have to, because I would like sleep on the floor in front of the toilet. Yeah, they didn't have the patience, like they weren't able to. It's like they forgot what it was like to be a kid, you know? And so they were rationalizing all of my behaviors based on if I was a full grown person. So I made sure when my son was little that I never forgot that he was a kid, you know? But, but,
Heads up, Agent. I've got multiple hostiles inbound on your position.
okay. Oh, they're coming out right behind me. Oops. Oh! Right in the butt. That was a really good butt shot. I'm so easily amused by the dumbest shit. Oh, there he is.
All hostiles down.
Henry's sending a team to escort the survivors back to the campus.
Yeah, I think
Should arrive
like
shortly. You did good out there, Agent.
I think that's gotten a little better culturally. I don't. It's not universal. I mean, there's a lot of people just, even if they know they have emotional dysregulation issues, so it's very hard for them to be patient. But I do feel like there's more awareness around that stuff, you know, which is good.
Friendly combatants nearby.
I just had a rule with my son since he was kind of sensory stuff about food was basically like, try it. You have to try it. You can't say you don't like it just because you don't like the way it looks. You know? You have to try it, and then if you don't like it, you don't have to eat it, but we will revisit it in the future, like in a year or so. Because that's what I do for me when I try something new and I don't like it, as long as I know it's not a food sensitivity or a sensory thing. If it's a sensory thing, I'm not gonna like it later. But as I come back and revisit things, like I love Brussels sprouts now. They're freaking awesome as long as you cook them the right way. So that was the agreement that I had with him, and he was pretty good about it for the most part. Like every now and again he would be like, no, I don't want to. And we'd kind of have to battle over it, but he's like, he's much more food brave than I am or was. You know, I still order the same thing at each restaurant and stuff. I will sometimes try new stuff, but I like what I like. Um, but it made me happy when he was little that he loved like Thai food and stuff like that, because I was an adult before I was exposed to really any of the good shit. And the first time I had Thai food, I was like, oh, this is amazing. But I was so nervous to try it. I was like, I don't know, man. It looks kind of crazy. And then I had it. I was like, oh my God, this is so good. I was like, why did no one ever let me have this before? Hmm.
Don't know what we'd do without you, Agent.
Come on.
Thanks.
Fantastic.
I don't know how much longer our supplies are gonna last.
Yeah, you're. Yeah.
We should need more supplies for a while. Thanks.
I have not had eggplant cooked in a way that I like yet. I absolutely would try it. Uh, Again, yeah, but it just, yeah, I haven't. Stir fry is, I like stir fry, but I like the way that I stir fry. I don't, and also Mongolian barbecue style stir fry, which I don't know if it's actually a Mongolian, that they just call it that. That that type is also really good. Because all the individual things are extremely distinct and the vegetables are still crunchy. And that's winning for me. And when I do stir fry, I don't use oil like at all. There's a there was a place that did Mongolian barbecue or Mongolian stir fry or whatever it's called at where I used to work. And they did it with water rather than oil in these huge woks, and they had like a, what do you call it? Oh, I can go this way. Oh, look, I almost missed that. Oh, shit. Uh, like a faucet right there, so they could just put water in periodically, and then they would do all the like flavoring and all that. It was so good. So then I was like, I wonder if I can stir fry like that at home. So that's what I do. I just stir fry stuff in the order that they need to be cooked correctly, but I use water. And I just throw a little water in periodically, so it's kind of steaming it, but never burns. And you get like this really clean flavor, you know? And I don't know why that's not more normalized or whatever, but it's super easy to do. It's not like it complicates the process or anything. Oh, it's that guy again. Me. Yeah. I just don't, and the oils are, I mean, if you use the right oils, the flavors are not too bad. But they just don't, they tend to, a lot of times the places use oils that detract from the other flavors. And it's kind of a bummer. Do, 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 do. I know, like, Dave really loves a nice greasy chow mein type dish,
Broadcast detected.
and I'm always just like, no. And it's weird because all the components of it all taste the same. Like, even the, what's the water crunchy things that are like water something. I can't remember what they're called. Water chestnuts or something? I don't know. Those are delicious, but like when you do it with oil and stuff, they just absorb all of that, and then they don't taste, they kind of just taste like the oil. That was something I liked about when I spent time in Southeast Asia, is because I never, you know, really liked Chinese food except for homemade.
Hostile broadcast picked up.
And like I didn't really get what the difference was. I was like, and then I realized when I was in Singapore that it was just that the food wasn't so heavy.
Reinforcements incoming.
And I think that's one of the reasons why I've always liked Thai food more, is because it's not that heavy here. Except for like, was it pad Thai or whatever, it's kind of greasy. And anything where they use duck. Oh my god, dude, the street food in Thailand. Oh. Right in the butt.
Civilians in danger.
Okay, I'm gonna go over here. Let go.
Heavily armed.
Yeah, water chestnuts. Neat. The one cuisine that's lighter here for sure is Indian food. Like I went I went to Little India in Singapore, and I guess the cuisine there's more like traditional, and it was really really good. But it was so heavy. I got like sweaty from it. It was so much heavier than I was used to eating. The butter or whatever they used. Like it wasn't greasy, just like they used a richer base. And it was, my body was like, I don't know what to do with this. Like, it was rough. I did not sleep that night.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Get ready to die!
Other thing. Yee. Oh, that was effective because she had explodey stuff on her, so then she just exploded. Oh, it was so good though. Like, even though it wrecked my stomach, it was so good.
saved our bacon. Any help you could provide would mean a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
Thanks for the supplies. Now on to bigger problems.
And it's healthier to use animal fat than vegetable oil, contrary to popular belief. Especially if it's like ghee or grass-fed butter. Yeah, my body was like, I don't know how to digest this. No, I love Indian food. Like my favorite dish, well, it varies, but chana masala is like my favorite depending on there's this place in Berkeley that it's like a food court and that's like my like if I'm gonna splurge when I'm out, when I have to go that way, I will go there because it's really reasonable. It's like twelve bucks and you get this huge thing of like rice and chana masala. Yeah, so much misinformation that has been pushed by everybody really because I don't know, because vegetables are healthy. Let's see. Let me do the side mission. That was one of the things that we talked about on this most recent episode of my podcast actually was that the issues with vegetable oil. Like I want to cook with ghee more, but right now I can't I can't handle the fat at all because of my gallbladder, so yeah. Well, it's just the vegetable oil. Well, it's like olive oil is okay. It's okay, okay. Coconut oil is okay. Avocado, but the rest of them have so much of the omega-6 in it. It's like so much more than we evolved to break down and process. So that's why it's a problem. Yeah, my gallbladder's something. I really don't I don't want to get it removed, but I don't think I have a choice. Oof, that's a big drop. I think I'll stick with this one for now. Yeah. Well, and the problem is even when it is pushed, people go, "Oh, that's fake information." Like they don't even question it. It's not even you know, they just don't question new information at all. They just go, no, this can't be. And it's a bummer. Just the lack of curiosity. Towards new information. You know, like when I hear stuff that challenges what I already know, I'm like, huh, and I go look it up, you know. And sometimes when I hear it, I feel pretty skeptical and I'm like, you know, um and oftentimes my skepticism is correct, but not always. Every now and again I learn something new. Yeah, that's super common. I see it a lot in the subreddit where people are told you can eat whatever you want afterwards. And then other people are told you need to be on a low-fat diet for life. Some people are told you need to be on a low-fat diet for like for a week. Like it's like all over the place in terms of what's best, what's considered best, and what's recommended. But the thing that people, the thing about that that's not told that I think is the most important, you know, because aftercare, it should be like, you know, eat light for like a week, and then slowly add things in and see how you do, because, you know, your digestion system has changed drastically and it takes up to a year for it to normalize. So there's a lot of times there's a lot of side effects that get better after, you know, the first couple of months. But the thing that they don't tell people is don't go back to eating
Outcasts have been seen emptying blood bags into crates in
what you were eating before,
Potomac River.
whether or not you can tolerate it, because you can still get gallstones whether or not you have a gallbladder. Like, it doesn't solve the problem. It gets rid of what's hurting you in that moment.
Detected. Location guarded by heavily armed hostiles.
You know what? I've never seen that, but I've heard about it. My son was telling me that it was this thing on TikTok or something with like the anti-sunscreen thing. And it was like, what? Like, what? 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 And yet those same people are probably wearing antiperspirants, which the studies into whether or not the aluminum in antiperspirant causes cancer, they literally went, we don't know. That was the end result. They found in populations where the antiperspirant was introduced, so where the population did not use it, and then they started using it, that after the introduction of antiperspirant, there was an increase in cancer, in breast cancer, in both men and women. And they went, well, we don't really know what's causing the increase. So all we can say is we don't know and we need to look into it more. Meanwhile, the thing that they, you know, the thing they were looking into may or may not be the reason. They just, you know, and that warning's not put out there. And people who are like, oh, you know, that could cause cancer. Everyone's like, oh, you're a hippie. Like, no, this is, there's a reason for it. Yeah, that blows me away. I mean, I missed. You know, it's like, tell the people in Australia that the sun is good for them. You know, it's the sunscreen that was causing all that skin cancer. People. Yeah, I just don't use it. Like, I don't see how it can be healthy to clog your your sweat ducts. Um, and then that information, I think that they didn't want to say yes for sure this causes cancer when they're not exactly sure
Nearby echo detected.
what is causing it, basically. It's like, but at the same time, I feel like, you know, it's like they don't want to disrupt that industry, you know, that whole, there was probably some lobbying or some bullshit that happened to keep that information. Can I go through here? Yeah. Yeah, if yeah, a little bit of sun is okay, but not excessive amounts, and that's what the sunscreen is for. Like when I go outside to water my plants, I don't put sunscreen on because I'm only going to be out there for like 5 minutes. But if I'm going to go for a walk, I put sunscreen on.
Friendly combatants nearby.
Well, I wear like a UV shirt and stuff because I'm too lazy to put sunscreen on. I'd rather just wear layers. Yeah, I was trying to find stuff because sunflower oil is like one of the worst vegetable oils for the omega-6 stuff. I was trying to find stuff that didn't use sunflower oil, and it's really hard. It's like in so much stuff.
I even miss sitting in traffic. Who knew?
I just figure like the less inflammatory
Looking good, Agent.
stuff I put in my body, the better. And yeah, just, you know, it's like I figure a little bit in moderation here, there is not a big deal. But I try to eat like real foods and not the hyper processed stuff. Like regular processed foods are fine, right? Ah. Like canned beans are fine, that's processed, but I just avoid like preservatives as much as I can because that's one of the things I react to. And
Friendly control point nearby.
try to avoid the oils or added sugar
I can take care of myself.
since sugar's an inflammatory big time.
Is that the last one?
Check those bodies.
Yep. Canola oil is not as bad, but they're still not great. And yeah, the sunflowers like, and sunflowers like there's like this whole fad where it's like a health thing. And yeah. I like, it's like I react to the, I'm trying to remember the name of like the sulfates and nitrates, stuff like that. So I just don't mess with it.
Friendly supply convoy in proximity.
I seem to be okay with the ones that are like when they're naturally occurring in foods. It's the added stuff that I don't know if it's specifically the stuff or if it's that it's in such a high quantity or what it is, but my body don't like it, so I don't ingest it. Yeah, I'm not sure. Um, I'm not sure about benzonates. I don't know that word. I mean, it looks familiar. I'm just not placing it. Heh. Yeah, really, I don't eat like a lot of bread or whatever, but I really come to really like the Ezekiel brand bread. Because they don't have any of that shit in it. But the bread's actually good too. It's like nice texture. Hee hee. What's annoying is I can't find it here. I have to go over the bridge to get it because Maleo doesn't like healthy food apparently. Gimme, gimme. Okay, spray and pray. I don't know what's happening there. Yeah. You know what's crazy? Like, if I go to Walmart, they don't have reduced fat cheeses. They don't like a lot of the healthier versions of things that I use. They don't have like any of them. It's weird. Like what's up with that? Yeah, like it's sometimes like I try to go to Trader Joe's when I have doctor's appointments or whatever because I can get a lot of stuff for a pretty reasonable price there, but if I'm not gonna go over the bridge to buy stuff, so I'll go to like Walmart or whatever and I can get fruit there for pretty cheap, but I can't find other stuff. Like they don't have, like Dave uses keto bread and they don't have that, which is weird. Like you would think they're feeding enough diabetic people around the country that they would have keto bread. I remember this, like, trying to figure out
Outcasts have been spotted inside a nearby relief camp.
how to get in here.
Blood bags into crates. Whatever messed up shit they're planning, you need to stop it.
Looks like they fixed the directions. Yeah. I recommended to Dave that he get good quality keto bread because he eats bread every day for lunch. So it's a convenient way to get a little more fiber in his diet. Like if you're gonna eat it anyways, might as well.
Warning. Contagion detected.
According to Isaac's analysis, the crates are laced with contaminated blood. Could be green poison. Use incendiaries to sterilize it.
Do I do this or? No. Yeah, I've helped him lose like he's lost like 60 pounds now. And what do I do? It's just to burn them, but I choose that's it. There must be a tool around here. Yeah, he had like fatty liver and stuff, and all of that has been corrected because I am awesome. I feel stupid. Like, what am... Burn the contaminated crates. With fire. But that's not... Like, is there fire ammo around here or something? Yeah, it's like eating healthy can be hard, especially when you work a lot, but there are ways to work around it. And ways to simplify it. Oh, that's it. Okay. I just need to go close enough to see the option. Genius. I was like overthinking it.
Hostiles inbound on your position.
Yep. Yo. Drone is like getting fire, lady. Yeah. I should have known, like, that they wouldn't have complicated it with by making me have the right weapon or whatever. But
Check every inch of this place for more of those crates. Any trace of the contagion needs to be burned out.
Warning. Contagion detected.
cooties detected. It'd be funny if you could replace the verbiage so it's like says cooties. And like when they use the word explosion, it's like big bada boom. Like they like know I'm looking at them and then they duck down real quick. Yeah, that guy's like, sorry, sir. Back over here. I keep going down over there. Guess I'll just take care of this while they do that. Drone's very independent.
Contagion eliminated.
Great job, Agent. Now get out of there.
I can't see. Music got kind of weird there. Like, oh, there's more guys. Ah, right over his shoulder. Eh. I keep forgetting it's Friday. Just kind of, I don't know, this week went by weird. Oh, the big guy. You butthole. Go running. Ah! No!
Crates never made it out of here. The last thing we need right now is
I was
another
like, no,
epidemic.
no touch. You have bad touch.
Isaac has detected multiple storage containers nearby. They seem to be contagion-free. I'll send a team to investigate. Maybe they contain something useful.
What kind of, anything particular happened, or just kind of just how the week felt in general was off? I'm gonna go all the way over here. Set the button. Yeah. Training people is gonna be weird because it kind of breaks your flow, like the way you're used to your work way going. I just I don't know. It's mostly just kind of how it felt. Like my my sleep has been real weird. And that's kind of made everything feel weird, you know? And then like my GI stuff was being funky. I like ate something I suspected I shouldn't eat, but it's every now and again I have to test it because it's like the stuff with my doctors has been a little bit crazy making, where it's making me doubt what's wrong with me kind of thing. Dang it. I don't know why I was not hitting her, but so it's like I keep having to prove to myself what the problem is. So and that kind of threw me off too, just having my gut feel extra weird. Yeah, then my therapist wanted to evaluate me for depression because I said I wasn't feeling very interested in doing much besides
Detected. Friendly control point in
like
proximity.
playing video games. Basically, I don't really feel like doing anything else. But I feel like I've earned that. Like, like I haven't done a whole lot of playing really kind of ever. So the fact that that's what I want to focus on and I just want to kind of have fun, like, I don't know. I mean, I didn't even get to do that when I was a kid. So, but I think like my issue with like motivation is coming from my ADHD more than anything. Like the fact that I can't get the dopamine I need. I mean, I filled out the form she sent me and it said it suggested mild, like literally like one number above into what could be like mild depression or whatever. But I told her, I'm like, these questions are really hard for me to answer because they don't have any context. So, and a person who is like has a high emotional intelligence is less likely to be able to identify with these questions to begin with, you know? But I gotta try to get a new psych because I definitely need to get the ADHD shit figured out. Why can't I? Oh. Oh my gosh. I was like running around this whole time trying to figure out how to get in here and the door opens. I knew I was like, literally like, it has to be something really obvious and I'm just missing it and I was so right. Ding dong. Oh, these are cool. I love seeing all the art and stuff that is in video games because someone had to make that, you know? Can't believe that. That's so funny.
Friendly control point nearby.
Mm. I like spent like 20 minutes running around the building. Mm. Ooh, did I finish these? I need, oh. Ew. What time is it? Oh, that's fine. Could do this one. Yeah, it was crazy how much my stomach was hurting earlier. It was like on fire. I was like, what is this? That is not a normal experience for me. I was not appreciating that at all. What? How did that? awesome. Ah. Oh, wow. Ah. That was cool. I don't know why I did that way. Yeah, it's still, I can feel it like there a little bit, um, but it's definitely like better. Like it turned the volume down, and I take Pepsid at bedtime, so I'll be taking another one anyway. It's interesting, they use it both for mast cell stuff and for inflammation. I I think there's like a interplay with helping calm mast cells down and inflammation stuff. But so my I take the Pepsid because my GI tells me to take it for the mast cell stuff, but my chronic fatigue doctor also says to take it because it helps with systemic inflammation. Not like inflammation like when you sprain your ankle or something, but more like nervous system inflammation. So, so it's kind of interesting that I get like two effects, two benefits. Mm. Yeah, it's interesting because when I first started working with the chronic fatigue department,
Friendly combatants
they weren't
detected.
focused on the mast cell stuff, so that was something that I was dealing with just with my GI, and now there's like this kind of overlap. Get on there. There you go.
Friendly control point detected.
I don't know. I always get this like the battle song, the fight song from Star Trek in my head.
Friendly combatants detected.
Is it okay if I record this?
Do what you gotta do.
Thanks. So, you were part of the first wave in Manhattan.
Yeah, and before that I was an EMT.
Caleb's being modest. He was at ground zero.
That's not what we're here to talk about.
What was the situation like in New York when you were activated? Is that the right word?
Yeah, that works. You have to understand, the whole city was in a panic. People were literally dying in the streets. They couldn't keep up with the bodies, and there we were, trying to hold back the tide.
Were you ever tempted to quit?
Go rogue? Look, when the whole world is coming down on your head and it doesn't look like anything you're doing is doing any good, of course you think about covering your own ass.
Some agents did. We didn't. Why not? My family. What do you mean? I walked away from my family the day I got activated. I've got a little girl, got a husband, didn't matter. The call came in and I went. And that sacrifice has to mean something. I'm not gonna just throw it away because the going got tough. Do you regret answering the call? Of course I regret it. But I've regretted not answering the call too.
Hmm. Ew.
Friendly combatants nearby.
So much trash everywhere. It's crazy. Okay, so I wanted to get another shade tech, and then I'll have that task done. I can always tell when I've been somewhere because it'll be looted there already. Sometimes I think about killing the animals, but I don't. Like in games where you have to hunt for a purpose, it's not a problem usually, but if it's like I don't really need to kill them, then I feel bad when I do. So be down there somewhere, which I can't get to from here. I don't know how far I can safely drop before, it's not gonna damage me. Weird. Wait, where the hell is it taking me? I think it's taking me back on the road again. I don't think I trust it. Yep, see? And GPS is being tricky. Oh god. Nice. Got a bounty. Level 35. Stronghold. Stronghold. Did I like kind of finish the story and not like really process that I finished most of the story? Huh. Interesting. I'm gonna fast travel there. And there's like the strongholds and stuff. And then there's the what do you call it? The DLC part of the story. What are you doing, kitty? Hmm? What am I doing? Meow meow. Come say hi. Come on. There you go. Just try to leave the camera alone this time. Butt in the face, sir. There you go. Yeah. What doing?
You think before the Greek poison, we could have...
Mm-hmm. I know, but come on. Where's the guy? There he is.
We've got plenty of what we need. Thanks.
Why are you looking at me? You weirdo. Yeah.
Target is near you, Agent.
Friendly control point nearby.
I see you.
Oh yeah.
Let's get him!
Amos, I need my hands, sir.
Need to reload!
I'll watch your back.
That was the last one.
Before more show up?
Why grooming me? Why? Weirdo. No. This is the... Let's see. Am I going the right way? This way. No, I missed the exploding thing. Let's see. It's just so weird trying to control the controller holding it like this. Amos, I need my hand, sir.
Thank you for keeping us safe, Agent.
Let's see. This project is the campus, so I can turn in there. My kitty, look at you. Meow, meow, meow.
Supply drop nearby.
Oh, wait to bite me. Hmm? He's so cute. Gonna eat you. Gonna eat you. Amos, what are you doing?
I love shit talking. It's good.
This
Nice score.
just fucking app like keeps dropping me into other people's streams instead of keeping me in mine. Soon, but maybe. Oops. That's pretty cool. see. Okay. Oh, I see. It's like that I have new ones to okay. I guess that's it. I'm gonna oh, I was gonna smash my stuff. And then I am done for the night. Should go feed this monster and go to bed. Then I will be back tomorrow night, so yes. Alright. Good night, humans. Thanks for hanging out. And I'm guessing you are asleep, but